Stop. Wel, eerst rood en dan de 15e wil.
Dag papa.
Dag Robin.
I've been thinking a lot about what it was exactly that as a kid made me feel so alive and excited. And I realized that a very strong aspect is freedom. When I think back to the times where I was young and I felt so happy to be alive, an element that really was connected to that was that I felt extremely free. Like every day was an adventure. Every day was new. And even though there's certain rules and things you have to follow, like you have to go to school, you have to listen to your parents, there was internal freedom. There was no oughts, no shoulds, no have tos, no have to look a certain way, no have to act a certain way, no have to make a certain amount of money or be a certain amount of productive. There was no rules in my head. There was no ideas of how I should be other than exactly how I was. And I'm even getting emotional just thinking about that because over the last week, actually since I made my last video, I did a video on I exercised every day for the last 5 years. It got me thinking, as much as exercise has made me feel great, it's made me go outside, it's made me get my endorphins flowing, it's been another thing that is a should or have to. I went on a ski trip with my dad last week, and as much as we can have fun and enjoy, we are both quite type A people, which means that we tend to structure our holiday and go like, okay, first we do this, then we do that. We go ski, then we go run around the lake, and we go and do all these things. And I realized that I felt like there was very little freedom, and it made me feel a bit claustrophobic at a certain point. So one day I was like, you know what? I'm not going to feel the need to do anything, and I'm just going to feel what I feel pulled towards. And I felt very pulled towards taking a very long hot bath and going on a walk and listening to music and just sitting on a bench and singing with the music. And as I did that, I started crying. I started feeling so alive because I felt like for the first time in a long time, I was doing something just because I felt like it. Not because I had to, not because it would be the optimal thing for my personal development. And in alignment with the theme of this channel, I actually came to quite a large realization. I've been in such search for happiness again because I have felt so unhappy for such a long time that happiness has become like a chore. It's become something I have to achieve by listening to a podcast talk about, by meditating, by exercising, by doing things and thinking certain ways. And I feel like it's taken a lot of the spontaneity out of me. And that was a realization that I discovered this week, is that that's, I think, why I have been okay. And I've been living at this okayness, but I've not transcended into joy or happiness. I think that joy that I felt as a kid came from being so open, so unrestricted, that I was able to flow with life and just play and have fun and enjoy and do whatever felt spontaneous in the moment. And that makes you live in such alignment, with your intuition, with your feminine energy, that life pulls you exactly where you're meant to go. And I haven't been flowing where I've been meant to go, I think, because my masculine energy has been telling me what's most productive, what's most optimal, what's safest or most secure. And this week alone, what I've been doing is, for a week now, I have not put any pressure on myself other than work. And I've literally just been listening to whatever I feel like. If I want to exercise, I exercise. If I don't want to exercise, I don't exercise. If I want to go on a walk, I go on a walk. If I want to stay inside, watch TV or color or whatever, I do that. And I felt for the first time in a long time just a tiny bit of that freedom feeling coming back. This feeling of, life's fun. Life's an adventure. Let's see where the day takes us. So I think another part in this journey, or the realization I'm coming to, and that's what this video is about today, is just the power of spontaneity and inner freedom, of not restricting yourself or not putting any rules on yourself, no oughts, no shoulds. That's how I felt as a kid, and that's how I want to feel again. And I know I'm an adult and I have responsibilities, but I kind of had responsibilities as a kid. I had to go to school, I had to listen to my parents. I just accepted my outward responsibilities, but didn't put so much pressure on myself inward. To feel alive and to feel happy is truly to feel in play. And play is not taking yourself seriously. You're just a monkey with a plan. So something I would normally do in a video like this is end it off by saying, all right, so the conclusion is, and this and this and this is what I'm gonna do now to implement this. But that would be making another rule or putting it back into a framework, and I don't want to do that because that's the whole point of the video. So I'm just gonna follow this feeling I have and this inner freedom and trust where it takes me, because the reason why we stop trusting that playfulness, why we stop trusting what will happen if we stop putting so many rules on ourselves, is we think that things will go wrong, because that's how society's programmed us. If you stop trying to be a certain way, no one will accept you. If you stop trying to work so hard, you'll suffer and be poor and everything will crumble. And we have all these fear-based beliefs that imprison us and make us trapped, pull us away from that inner freedom and spontaneity. The point is to be brave enough to step into the unknown and explore what life feels like again and where life takes you when you trust your instinct and you trust your intuition and what pulls you towards fun. Thank you for being here and for watching.